Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different but nonetheless very special. I'm going to be reviewing a special collaboration between France's Kurkdjian and the Atelier Renard and their scented leather goods, and I'm so excited for this collection, and I have one of the pieces and I haven't seen too many people talk about it, so I figured I'd review my piece for you guys, tell you a little bit about what inspired the collection and what to expect from it. So if you want to know a little bit more about that and see a little review of the piece that I got, then keep watching. There's a lot that went behind this or went into this collection, and I'm going to be doing a more thorough review on the spirit and the history of this collaboration on my blog. A link will be below, but I did kind of want to just give you a little synopsis if you didn't want to go read about that. I'm going to get way more in depth on like different pictures of the collection and the quality and kind of more of the emotional reason why I bought this piece rather than the logical reason why I bought this piece and the review, because this is going to be a review. But basically, L'Atelier Renard is a fantastic, beautiful, very high-end bespoke leather workshop in Paris. And I do believe that France's Kurkdjian was commissioning a special bag from them. And within working with them, they actually kind of developed like a passion and an excitement and a friendship which bloomed into these leather good pieces. A collaboration between one of my favorite noses and a very renowned master of leather coming together to create leather goods just had me really excited. I go into reviewing my piece that I got. I'll tell you a little bit about the actual collection. Now, the collection currently is only card cases, but I do believe they plan on expanding into wallets, phone cases, and maybe even bags at some point, and I will definitely be looking forward to those. But the card cases come in two sizes and two different materials. So the two sizes, you have a standard card case with one opening, it's about the size of a credit card. And then they have twin sets, which are two separate pieces that go together, and those are a little bit different in size, and I got a twin set, so I will show you what that looks like. The two different materials that you can get, as the outside you can get calf leather that's lined in lamb leather, and then you can also get American crocodile that's lined in lamb leather. Now, the prices for these pieces, these are luxury handmade artisan leather goods, so you are going to be paying that price point. They start off at $450, and for the twin set in crocodiles, you're looking at spending about $1,750. The colors in these are just unreal, absolutely beautiful, specifically in the alligator. You're looking at gorgeous, rich blues and greens and neon yellows and deep reds and grays. I mean, if you can imagine a really dynamic color combination, you can find it in this collection. The calf ones I find to be a little less dynamic and a little bit more neutral and everyday. Not plain by any means, a little bit more classic. And the alligators to me are more eye-catching. Now, they're both beautiful in their own right, do not get me wrong. But I do like the idea that there's going to be something for every taste. Before I review, I did kind of want to give you guys a price breakdown. Because it is $450 to $1,750, that's really expensive. But if you're looking at that compared to other luxury name brand small leather good prices, the prices are actually either a tiny bit more or a tiny bit less, depending on the amount of material, quality of product, and time that went into creating this piece. The single card cases start at $450, and you can get single card cases from Chanel, Hermes, Gucci, Prada, Saint Laurent, starting at about $250 to upwards to $500, so it's on par with the name brand prices of those brands. The alligator is actually, I think, where you start to almost get a savings compared to other alligator luxury SLGs. I'm going to give you an example. Louis Vuitton a few years ago made part of their collection, I forget the collection, it was like a small heart alligator coin purse with just a little tassel, and it was retailing for over almost $2,400. So an absolutely beautiful piece, gorgeous piece, but it was very expensive because of the alligator. Now, the amount of effort and time to make that piece, because of the tassel, because it was in a heart, because it was dyed with a zipper and all that, I can appreciate was probably a little bit more time consuming than creating these pieces. But for more alligator and more leather, which you get in these pieces, you're saving about $750. So when it comes down to cost of pieces for amount of leather and effort, you're on par with paying Louis Vuitton prices, you're on par with paying Hermes prices and Chanel prices. So if you like to collect name brand small leather goods and those prices don't scare you away, then this is definitely something I would recommend checking out, because you're definitely not going to be overpaying. You are paying for craftsmanship and you are paying for quality. Let's get into the review. I'm going to review it first with the scent, and then talk to you guys a little bit about the craftsmanship and if I think it's worth getting even if it wasn't scented. And the reason why I'm saying that is these are scented with, I believe Francis Kurkdjian created a very special fragrance for these leather goods, and I'm absolutely enraptured by it. It reminds me very much of Grand Soir or Pour la Soir, borrowed notes from that very much. It's very resinous, very rich, very warm, and it pairs beautifully with the scent of the leather. Now, the one that I got was actually a Calfskin Twin Set, so this is the one that I got right here. And when I was choosing this, I was actually, part of what made me choose this, because I was looking between this one and a croc. And I love the croc, but I was only looking at a single croc, not a double croc, because unfortunately at this time, I don't have that kind of money lying around. But I definitely think that it's worth it. If you have the money to spend on it, yes, it's definitely an investment. So I'm not sitting here, you know, talking negative about it, all positive things. But one of the things that I loved was the smell of the leather in the calfskin mixed with the scented fragrance. It's a little bit more warm, it's a little bit more rich. The alligator leather to me was a little bit sharper, which I actually really liked as well. I actually enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was a really unique take on the fragrance, but if I were to look and just as a fragrance, like if there were 2 bottles of perfume, which one would I buy? I would have bought the one that smelled like this. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this one. Now the scent is supposed to last about 2 years, at least 2 years, and I think in some cases it's lasted even longer. So that is something that's really exciting to me, and every time I use this, I take this out, I kind of put it to my nose, and if I'm not shopping, people are looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm just like putting this to my nose. I absolutely love the scent of it. So scent-wise, I think this is absolutely beautiful. If you like Grand Soir and like resinous, leathery scents, you will love this. But because the scent only lasts 2 years, we'll say the minimum that they mentioned, 2 years, this isn't something that's going to be scented forever. And when you're looking at spending between $450 and $1,750, you want to know if the quality of the product is worth that price. And for me, that's what this came to. I've been looking for another card case, something that I could use kind of like a small wallet, but I didn't want another wallet. I don't like having too many extra things lying around. I like to get use out of the things that I have in my collection. So I already have a big wallet and I didn't need another wallet, but I wanted something that was small and compact, that if I had a small bag or a clutch, I could throw in there with my credit cards, maybe a few like dollar bills, or like, you know, like $1, $5, $10, whatever I would need, and my ID, and just be able to go. And so this was perfect for me. So instead of getting a small wallet, I got this twin set card case, and it's perfect. Now the color I got was kind of not boring, but more classic and neutral compared to the alligator, and I'm going to have pictures of a lot of them on my blog if you want to see how pretty they are. I'm also going to link articles below about these pieces if you don't want to go to my blog and just want to read real quickly from other places. Definitely check them out, take a look at them, they're gorgeous. But I decided to go with something a little bit more classic and more me. Most of my bags and a lot of my SLGs are brown, gray, black, or maybe like a neutral color like a dark green or a dark taupe. So I definitely wanted for my first piece to stick along those lines. But if I do end up getting a croc piece, I'm either going to go for green or something really bright and bold because those are just beautiful. So this is the piece that I got. It's a twin set. Outside is calf leather, and the inside is this beautiful dark taupe, and this is lamb leather. And this is how the twin sets look. So this is one piece. And you can see in there it's stamped and signed. And Atelier Renard is known for bespoke leather goods. So these are just a beautiful... it's just such a beautiful collaboration of fine leather goods and beautiful smells. And then you guys know I like smelling nice. And then that's the card case. Now, if you were looking at just the single card case, it wouldn't have this flap. So it would just kind of look like that. So looking at the single card case, it doesn't have this flap, so it would just kind of look like that. This is the second piece. Again, it has this really nice flap. And I have just a little business card in there just to show you how everything fits. Really, really nicely put together. I will talk about the craftsmanship in this. I looked at probably like 20 other pieces when I was picking this out. I believe you can only get this in certain burgies and certain boutiques from Francis Kurkdjian in person. I was very lucky that the Francis Kurkdjian representative was having a trunk show and she had a few of these pieces with her, which is why I was lucky enough to be able to experience these, which was really exciting. So I did spend a few months actually going through and looking at the different ones I wanted, and at the very last day, when she was getting ready to, I believe, send them back to Paris, I made my decision of the one that I wanted. If you follow my Instagram, you saw pictures, I talked about it a bunch. But I ultimately decided on this one. The craftsmanship in this is meticulously perfect. There's no seam out of place. There is no... everything about this is perfect. Like, I'm gonna just kind of see if you can just look. The stitching in this is gorgeous. And then you can see the little, the edges. Absolutely beautiful. The glazing on this is stunning and so well done. And I've noticed sometimes on SLG's leather goods that have like glazing on the end, depending on how you keep and store it, that's the first thing to kind of go. And for me, some of my pieces, it goes right away. Right away. Like the first few weeks. And I've had this for like a bit now, and it's lasted pretty well. So I am very, very pleased with the quality of the craftsmanship of this piece. Now, if this wasn't scented, do I think this is worth the price? And I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say that compared to other luxury small leather goods, you're gonna be looking at paying this price or more for these pieces. Now, I do keep it in this little pouch, and not so much for safety, because as I said before, this stuff is really durable, but because this is the same color as a lot of my other SLGs, I kind of just, when I need this, I can just see the white thing and pick it out. So I do like to keep it in here when I'm not using it as a wallet. If I'm just using it as a card case to hold extra things, it's in here. If I'm using it in one of my smaller bags as a wallet, I don't put it in here. And this is the little pooch that came with it, and as you can see, it's got the Francis Kurkdjian logo. That's my review on my my piece from Atelier Renard and Francis Kurkdjian. I hope you like it. Again, my blog post will have a lot more information on the history, a little bit more of me talking about why I purchased it emotionally, not logically, like my feelings about the small leather goods and collecting artisan pieces, be it actual artwork or handcrafted pieces, be it jewelry or bags. I really like to just surround myself with handmade things. It just makes me really excited. And I love the quality of this piece, and it's something I'm going to have in my collection for pretty much ever. So anyway, that is my review of the leather goods from Kurkdjian and Atelier Renard. Again, my blog post will have more pictures, it will have more information on the collaboration, a little bit of the history of perfumed gloves, and why I wanted to get one of these pieces. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I will answer them to the best of my abilities, but I will definitely, if I can't answer them, point you in the right place. I know, again, just to reiterate, to get these pieces, I was very lucky to be in an area, the right place, right time, where the Kurkdjian representative had some on hand. So I probably wouldn't have been able to get these pieces if I wasn't there. So it was luck, like dumb luck. But I think that you can only get them in stores. You can't get them online. So I would definitely contact Kurkdjian, maybe through their website, or maybe go to Bergie's and see if your rep could maybe see if they could track one down for you if you're interested. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you like my fragrance videos or any reviews or videos like this, remember to give this video a thumbs up. It lets me to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe, because it's free and I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I'll always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye!